like I had promised, we have the Ellowyne Wilde collection, and I was able to pick this up secondhand from a doll collector. And as you can see, it's the Essential Prudence 2 Wigged Out. I lucked out on this one. So I have a couple of searches that I do for my secondhand dolls, and when I saw it, the price was just so great and I couldn't pass her up. It was one of those that's almost too good to be true, and so I was like really scared. But her provenance, she is actually from a doll collector. Look how pretty she is. Now, I do have a disclaimer. Most of this is how I saw her in the box. So when she came shipped, you can see like her wigs have not been opened. She was in, but I just kind of wanted to check her out and make sure she was in good condition. But she's from a doll collector, and unfortunately this collector had to go into assisted care, and so her family was parting with her dolls, and they said that she had like 45 tubs of dolls. So as you can see, look how pretty she is. She still has the plastic on her hands. She does still have her hang tag that we're gonna take out here. Yeah, she's just so pretty, y'all. Look, so cute. So this is Prudence Moody. Those of you that are Ellowyne Wilde fans, you know that she is one of Ellowyne's friends. And Ellowyne has a few friends, but look at this face sculpt. So she's one of those that has inset eyes. So when Robert Tauner did a bunch of these dolls, usually they have painted eyes, and some of the newer ones from the virtual doll convention have painted eyes, like the newer Ellowynes. But look, she's got a very pretty berry, almost mauvey nail polish. This is her original outfit, and one thing I'm sort of worried about, and I'm pretty sure there's some staining, but you can see the discoloration in the tights here at the bottom. So these are adorable tights, and they're pink, and so one of the problems that you run into is when you store dolls. So I want to say, quote me if I'm wrong, she came out in 2010. So she's probably been stored in her box for a while, 2010 to 2022, 2023, when they started going through this woman's things. But she is wearing, it's almost like a netting kind of mesh outfit with these beautiful, they're not silk flowers, but they're very beautiful flowers, and this is 2 pieces. So she's got her tights, and then this is the mesh kind of like undershirt, and then her little bloomer pants, and then the tights, and then you can see the tights kind of have a flower motif that goes to them, and very pretty, like ruching. This is like one of my favorite little details on all of the Victorian type dolls. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take her stand out the box so she can stand here while I talk to you, because I've got some other I want to put her shoes on, and I've got some outfits that I kind of want to change her into while she's at that I purchased from Virtual Doll Convention that will fit her. All right, and we're back. So I have her put on the stand, and so Wigged Out Prudence came with 3 wigs. She came with this brunette style wig. It does have, like all of the Ellowyne Wilde, Robert Tauner ones, she does have the 2 Velcro points, and then the Velcro is glued on the back. Now you can kind of see this one is coming off a little bit, but she does have, I might not pick it up on camera, but she does have the Wilde Imagination Incorporated 2007, which is just her head mold. And it's kind of hard to see, but since she was stored so long with this brown wig, there is a tad bit of discoloration, but you're probably not going to see that since she's going to be having a wig on. So she looks very different without her wig, but this one wig that she comes with, really pretty. It's got a braid, and then it's not an elastic, it's hair wrapped around, but very pretty. It's been, you know, stored, and it's very soft to the touch, but it's that pretty kind of auburny brown. Like you can see some red highlights in it. So the next wig that we have is the red, and I'm trying to not destroy the little bags, you know, in case she goes to a new home someday, which I doubt it. But the next one is kind of like my favorite. I am a sucker for redhead dolls. So the next wig that we have, it's packed company tissue paper. Again, it's sewn wefts, and you can see where the wefts are sewn in. It's got 2 of the Velcro pieces. The elastic seems to be in good shape, and this is, again, a soft, it's got a little bit of a greasy feel to it, but not greasy. Greasy's not the right word. You can tell that there was some hair gel or something in it to kind of make it lay flat with the flyaways. But look at this color. So on camera, it's probably picking up a little bit more of an auburny color, but it's kind of like a carrot top. Like I would call it your typical carrot top wig. And we'll just kind of put her on here. And this one goes on real well. What I was also kind of worried about was, maybe she was born to be a redhead. I was kind of worried that the elastic on some of these wigs, because when you buy things secondhand, you don't really know like where they've been stored. But look how pretty she looks. I just love redhead dolls. So I really don't know. When I was going through the box, I was kind of looking to see if maybe her story, her little poem was in there, but I couldn't find her poem in there. And all of the wigs have come in these little mesh wig bags, which is very nice. And then, so the next wig that we have is this one that's blonde, and it's super cute. Has the tissue paper in it. You know, it's curls, and you can tell that the curls are gelled. Now they're not like crunchy like a Barbie doll curl. You know, I wouldn't brush it out for sure. But it's really pretty, and it's got really nice curls and texture, and it's soft. They're not like crunchy plastic. And then it's got these cute little space buns, and I think it looks like the hair, you can't really tell, but it looks like the hair is sewn on. That it, you know, like if you were to take these out, it wouldn't look that great if I had to guess. I don't know. I'm not taking them out, so we won't find out. But it looks as if the wig is sort of attached and sewn, and that may be the case. I know some of the newer Ellowyne and Nemo wigs have these little space buns, so I was tempted to pick one up from Rachel Hoffman's store, but I haven't. So let's go ahead. We'll undo the redhead, put her back in her little protective netting. Whoop. And I don't know what his wigs are made out of. I'm going to assume that they're made out of, you know, that plastic, like most American Girl doll wigs and things are. I may invest in like a silicone cap for her. Just because that one little elastic on the back is falling off, but that's not the greatest proportion. I don't know if I'm a fan of her with the brown eyes. But it's really pretty. It's a pretty wig. She, you know, it falls in the back. There's a couple little flyaways here and there. There was some shedding from the red, but she looks really pretty. And I really love this stand. I'm a big fan of the saddle stands. So I guess, Prudence, you are going to stay blonde until I can get these shoes open. So in the baggie, there are these cute shoes that original to the outfit. And let's see about opening them. Okay. They were really in there. So these are really, I love shoes. Shoes are so fun. So they're just an elastic. I'm semi worried about the elastic. This looks like a vinyl, and it looks kind of dry. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, it might be too small, but this part looks okay, like on the sole of the heel, but at the back it looks sort of dry. But these are so pretty, and they're so well made, like you can't see really any glue. So kudos, Robert Tonner, to your little factories. You know how to make some doll shoes. So here's the other shining glory before I put her, I'm gonna take her stand off real quick, but before I do anything, disclaimer, we are going to probably have some doll nudity, but I want to slip these off and see if there's discoloration on her feet, which this is why they always tell you, and yeah, you can see it. It's not horribly bad because it's basically right here where the seam was, and on her feet, you can see it kind of there on the toe and on the side. But this is why they tell you not to store your dolls in anything that hasn't been washed. I know a lot of the BJD dolls, when they come without their clothes, just for that reason, that, you know, the tights do discolor them. So if you have dolls with black or blue colored tights, you know, be careful, because they can get discolored just from being stored. And I mean, sometimes I know with American Girl dolls, it takes like a couple of months to get that way, but she was stored for quite a while. And so these are her little bloomers. We saw them on her. They're super cute. And again, these are tights, and you can see there's kind of like a rubber band mark where the tights were. So now I want to move into some of the more fun stuff. I recently shopped at the Virtual Doll Convention with Rachel Hoffman. And she recently, within the past year, 2 years, she's put out the new Ellowyne Wilde. So I purchased some belts because I'm a big fan of the pastel colors all year round for like all dolls. And so belts are really hard to sew. I like to sew, but belts are hard to sew. So I picked up a pink and a blue. Look how cute that is. Like, it's such small stitching and detailing. Very, very pretty. And then I picked up a blue one as well. So these will be fun to kind of add to different outfits if I had pants with belt loops. But look how cute these are. They're so dainty and tiny. Adorable, and a great price. So the other thing, because she's kind of like a purple motif, my niece loves unicorns, and so I couldn't pass this up. It's this really pretty unicorn fabric, but look at this, it's so cute. And the pleats, so if anybody sews, like, they know the bane of the existence to sew pleats in any type of garment. And it secures with elastic in the back, and look, it's finished with those cute tiny little zigzags. I love it. But we have this one, and then that came in a set, and I got the purple too, like not just the unicorn, but purple, because she's got the purple pumps. And this is just kind of a jersey cotton shirt, velcros in the back. Very basic, very simple, will go with a lot of different things. The other one that I was absolutely loving was the little cherry dresses that were designs by Christopher. And this is adorable. Again, pleats. Like, look, you've got the box pleats, and then you got the one box pleat that turns into knife pleats on the side, and it goes all the way around. And this kind of like, again, does like an inverted box pleat in the back. It's so pretty. And then the bow, it's not stitched, so it could come off. So you could probably put it in her hair. If you wanted to, you could probably put it towards the front. And look at these tiny buttons. These are so small, like my finger. They're just so tiny, but they're so cute. I think any garment, the accessories and the little details are what make it. And again, it's a Velcro back closure, very soft Velcro, goes in the back. Super cute, dainty little straps. And then one of the last things that I got from them is this adorable little strawberry headband. And this looks like wool felting, and it's just so cute. It could probably extend It's a wire headband, so I'm sure like the bigger the doll's head, it could fit to extend it. I may have to open it up a little bit to fit on her head. Ah! Don't ruin her wig. Maybe the blonde wig isn't the one to try with this one. Let's take her off and see if our redhead wants to be a strawberry girl. But again, super cute. Oh, look. My Velcro came undone. So I don't have a Velcro in the back on this one anymore. It came off in just 2 or 3 wig changes. Let's see if this adorable little headband will fit you, because I like you as a redhead, and I think we may keep you as a redhead. Look how cute that is, and it's pink, so it'll go with their outfit. It doesn't really stay on, but I'm sure with some finagling and moving around, we can make it work. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put her in some of those other outfits just so you guys can see, and we're gonna keep her, I think, as a redhead for right now. So being that this is a review, I know doll nudity aside, I thought I would just review how she moves and bends in case anybody doesn't have a Tonner doll or is interested in a Nima or an Ellowyne that you can buy. Well, you probably can't get them anymore through the virtual doll convention. So this is how she comes. She's made out of a plastic. Her arms can bend and move at the wrist, like so, and then her elbows can kind of move so she can hold a pose, and they come out and can move from side to side, and the same with her shoulder joint. So her shoulder joint can move out and down, and then she does have this torso joint which she can move slightly, so kind of like the same joint as some of those BJD dolls. She can't bend forward and backward, and then she does at the waist, she's got a hip, and her hip and legs can move, and her hip can't swivel out, so she can't do any like crazy splits or anything like a Barbie, but the knee does bend forward, and she could probably sit, she can sit flat like this on a table, or she can stand, and she can bend backwards a little bit, so like not quite she looks like a contortionist, but not quite a 90-degree. But if she wanted to do some fun, I guess, posing or leaning back on like a prop or a bed or something, she could. But yeah, she can, her arms will both move out, and then her head does twist from side to side. And she does have pierced ears. They're very faint and very hard to see, and I don't even know if the camera can pick it up. But this Prudence does have a pierced ear. But look at that makeup. Like, let's just look at that. Let's just appreciate how pretty she is. Just very pretty. All right, now as promised, I'm going to get her dressed in some cute little outfits so you can see the whole get up. All right, and we're back. This is that pastel outfit that I was telling you guys about, and I paired it. It's paired with this plain pink belt, and you could probably tuck or untuck the shirt. I decided to tuck it in, and then I paired it. It goes perfectly with those purple high heels. Very, very cute. All right, the last dress that I'm going to put on her is this cherry one, and we'll be back. And here we have it. We've got the cute little cherry dress. Now this one fits a lot looser. Doesn't really go with the purple shirt that I have going on, but again, super pretty. I think it really goes well with her red hair. What does everybody else think? And then it does fit a little bit looser in the back, so it could be more fitted. And then I didn't take the bow off, but you could probably take the bow and reposition it so it's not as floppy, because the bow's a little heavy because of the fabric. But all in all, I think she's like really cute, really adorable. My favorite Prudence is the one with the red hair, or maybe even the brown hair, but I just love a sassy redhead. I don't know what it is about a redhead girl, but I just love me a sassy little redhead. But here she is. This is my review of the Ellowyne Wilde collection with the Robert Tonner Wigged Out Prudence 2, and my little haul from the virtual doll convention. So thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a great day.